Are you keeping track of where every dollar you earn goes, or does your money seem to disappear before you know it? Let's imagine a world where you're not constantly checking your account balance, worried about making it to the next payday. Sounds peaceful, doesn't it? That's the magic of budgeting. Budgeting is more than just keeping tabs on your spending. It's about understanding where your money is going so you can make more informed decisions about your finances. It's a tool that helps you manage your money more effectively, reducing financial stress and providing a clear path towards your financial goals. Whether it's saving for a new car, a dream vacation, or just wanting to break free from living paycheck to paycheck, a well-planned budget can be your roadmap. Budgeting isn't restrictive, it's liberating. It gives you the power to decide where your money goes rather than wondering where it went. Understanding how to create a budget is the first step in taking control of your financial future. To start building your budget, first identify your total monthly income. Now, this may come from various sources. Perhaps you have a 9-to-5 job that provides a steady paycheck. Maybe you're self-employed, and your income varies from month to month. You could be a landlord earning rental income, or you may have investments paying out dividends. Notice that all these sources have something in common. They're predictable and regular. This is key. When calculating your income, it's important to only include stable, recurring sources. It might be tempting to add in that unexpected bonus or the money you won from a lottery ticket, but remember, we're building a sustainable budget here. We need to base our budget on income that we can count on, not a one-time windfall. So, take a good hard look at where your money's coming from each month. Remember, it's crucial to be accurate when calculating your monthly income as it forms the basis of your budget. Next, you need to calculate your monthly expenses. Let's begin by understanding that there are three main types of expenses you'll need to focus on: fixed, variable, and discretionary. These categories will help you visualize where your money goes and how you can better control your spending. First off, we have fixed expenses. These are the bills that you have to pay every month, like clockwork, no matter what. Rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, car payments, and student loans are some examples. These costs tend to be consistent, giving you a solid number to work with each month. Next up are variable expenses. These costs fluctuate from month to month. Think about your grocery bills, gas for your car, or your electricity bill during different seasons. These costs might wobble a little, but they're necessary for your day-to-day living. Finally, we have discretionary expenses. These are the ones that have a bit more wiggle room. Eating out, entertainment, vacations, hobbies, and other non-essential expenses fall into this category. These are the costs that you have control over and can adjust based on your financial goals and situation. The key here is to track all your expenses no matter how small they may seem. That coffee you grab on the way to work? Track it. The magazine you bought at the checkout? Note it down. It's the small frequent purchases that often slip through the cracks and add up over time. You might be wondering why it's so important to be thorough with tracking your expenses. Well, the truth is, understanding where your money goes is the first step in taking control of your financial health. It helps you identify spending habits that may be holding you back and areas where you can save. Remember, it's not about cutting out all the fun from your life. It's about making informed decisions so you can enjoy your money in a way that aligns with your financial goals. Being thorough and honest with your expenses is key to creating an effective budget. With your income and expenses identified, you're ready to create your budget. Now, this is where the fun begins. To start, think of budgeting as a simple math problem. You're going to subtract your expenses from your income. The result will give you a clear picture of whether you're living within your means or not. If your expenses exceed your income, you're living beyond your means, and that's a situation we want to avoid. On the other hand, if your income exceeds your expenses, congratulations, you're on the right track. Let's talk about the first scenario. If you find that your expenses are higher than your income, don't panic. This is a common situation, and there are multiple ways to address it. The most obvious solution is to reduce your spending. Start by looking at your discretionary expenses, the non-essential things like dining out, entertainment, or that gym membership you never use. Trimming these costs can free up significant amounts of money. Another option is to look at your fixed expenses like rent or mortgage, utilities, and insurance. Can you negotiate lower rates? Perhaps you can switch to a cheaper provider. Remember, every little bit helps. Now let's flip the coin. If your income exceeds your expenses, that's excellent news. You have a surplus, which means you have options. You can put that extra money into a savings account for a rainy day, or invest it to grow your wealth. You could also use it to pay off debt faster, which will save you money in the long run. The key is to make this surplus work for you. In either scenario, the goal is to balance your income and expenses so that you're not spending more than you earn. This balance is the essence of budgeting. Creating a budget isn't about restricting your spending, but about making informed decisions with your money. It's about understanding where your money is going and making choices that align with your financial goals. So, let's keep going and explore how to stick to this budget you've just created. Creating a budget is only half the battle. Sticking to it is where the real challenge lies. You've done the math, you've allocated your income, and you've set yourself a budget. But how do you ensure you stay on track? Let's delve into some practical strategies that can help you stick to your budget. First and foremost, set clear financial goals. Whether you're saving for a vacation, putting money aside for retirement, or planning to pay off debt, having a tangible goal can provide the motivation you need to stay disciplined. It's easier to resist impulse purchases when you have a clear vision of what you're working towards. Next, consider using budgeting apps. In today's tech-savvy world, there are countless tools available to help you manage your money. Budgeting apps can track your spending, alert you when you're nearing your budget limit, and even provide visual representations of where your money is going. These apps can take the guesswork out of budgeting and provide you with real-time insights into your financial habits. Another strategy is to regularly review and adjust your budget. Life is unpredictable, and your budget should reflect that. Maybe you received a raise at work, or perhaps an unexpected expense popped up. Regularly revisiting your budget allows you to adjust for these changes and ensures that your budget remains a realistic reflection of your financial situation. Also, don't forget the power of accountability. Sharing your budgeting journey with a trusted friend or family member can provide an extra layer of motivation. Knowing that someone else is aware of your financial goals can make you think twice before straying from your budget. Finally, remember to be patient with yourself. Sticking to a budget requires discipline and can take time to master. If you slip up, don't be too hard on yourself. Learn from the experience, adjust your budget if needed, and keep moving forward. Remember, a budget is a living document that needs to be reviewed and adjusted regularly to reflect changes in income, expenses, and financial goals. With clear goals, the right tools, and a bit of patience, you'll be well on your way to mastering the art of budgeting. So, you've learned how to create a budget and stick to it. But what's the key takeaway here? Let's take a moment to recap. We began by understanding the importance of a budget, a powerful tool that gives you control over your money. Then we moved on to identifying your income, a crucial step that serves as the foundation of your budget. Next, we tackled the task of calculating your expenses to know exactly where your money is going. Following that, we delved into the creation of your budget, a process that involves organizing your income and expenses to understand your financial situation better. Lastly, we discussed the art of sticking to your budget, a critical skill that requires discipline but pays off in the long run. Remember, budgeting is essential in achieving your financial goals and reducing financial stress. With a well-crafted budget and the discipline to stick to it, you can take control of your finances and start working towards your financial goals. It's never too late to start budgeting.